This tutorial is for people who have never touched a harp before, and you're touching a double-strung harp as your first harp. I'll show you some things you can do right away to make beautiful sounds. I'm going to use a little 22-string double Eve to do this demonstration. And when you get it, put your guitar strap on this one. It's going to go around your back loosely, and then up to this one on the top. And the reason I use the guitar strap, I don't use it all the time, but just so that when I sit with the harp on the bench between my legs, I just don't have to worry about it going anywhere. I don't want this tight on my back. You can also do it like that or like that, whichever one is the most comfortable. So adjust your strap so it's just where it's just keeping you, it might even have a little space there, it's just keeping you from wondering if the harp is going to fall. Now, I sit on a little harp bench. Twist this down a tad. A little harp bench like that. And that way I straddle it kind of like a horse, and the Eve can sit between my legs. Ta-da! If you don't have your harp bench with you, you can use the lap harp board. You just put it on any seat and then sort of back up and sit on it like this and fiddle around with it till you can rest your harp on it. You want some cloth between the harp and the board so they won't buzz against each other. And the lip is out in front of your harp a little bit. But just mess around with it till it feels just right with your harp angled onto your right shoulder. You always want to have the harp angled in front of you so you can see the strings without bending your head over. If it was straight like that, you couldn't see the strings. And this is a great, comfortable way to play the harp. One of the nice things about the Stoney End harps is they can stand on their own. They're flat on the bottom. The only thing is if you have the guitar strap on it, just make sure you kind of train that leather to be bent out this way so that it doesn't get in the way when it's on the ground. Let's see if you can see it better. So I do it that way. You just don't want it under the harp, making it tippy. I'm going to show these to a friend who's never played the harp, and you'll get to watch him learn. So the first thing is glissandos, and they sound like so when going down, your thumb is up, your hand can be open like that, or it can be relaxed and closed like that. Your elbows are just out enough just to feel some air in your armpits, and you just go like that down the strings. And the cool thing is you can do it with both hands, and they don't run into each other. So you sort of alternate like that. And then coming up, the fingers on the harp are 1, 2, 3, and 4. You never use your pinky finger. So you can either use your index finger coming up, that's the second finger in harp, or the third finger, which is the middle finger. I like to use that one. Okay, so Alan, start with your thumb up, and you're going to come down the harp like, try it. Okay, and press in with the flesh of your thumb. Okay, and now do both hands, just back and forth. And now press a little bit harder and do it. And now come back like this. Cool. So Alan just discovered something I hadn't thought of, and that is to do, instead of like that, to do them side by side which you can do on a double string. It's really cool. So.
Learning the pressure.
So this time I made sure that the harp was really angled onto his shoulder and he could keep his head straight and not turn it to the side. And we also put a piece of white cloth on the floor so it's easier for him to see the strings. So with this one, Alan, look at the red strings here, and you're just going to pluck them back and forth. And then if you want to, you can go to the blue strings and go. And the plucking motion is your fingers are down a little bit, and they just close into the palm of your hand. Give it a try.
Be really precise, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you can get even better sound by hold your hand like that, and let's see, I'll show it here. Hold your hand like that and just close it. Okay, so that's the action you're going to have. It's like your hand just closes. I'll do it here so people can see. Your hand just closes like that. So it's not that kind of a plucking. And notice the difference in the sound. So try just the red strings or the blue strings.
Need to have a certain angle, right? And pulling that. Closing my fist.
And when you go like that, if you want to go like that.
That and pull down.
Yeah, that's it.
Pull down.
Yeah.
Technique.
Yeah, technique. And since you're just using your index finger, you can actually keep the rest of your hand folded like that, and you're just doing like that. Okay. Just close it into your hand.
My concern is to make sure my angle is right where I don't hit the next string pulling up.
Right.
Pulling, I guess it's more of a way.
You'll get that.
There we go.
Good. Now just mess around with it. Now, again, instead of that, it's like that. Can you see that better? Oops.
Yeah.
And
I'll need a lot more help. A lot of extra time.
So try just the blue strings and the red strings again.
Okay.
That's better. Much better, yeah.
So remember to pull this angle out. That's why the elbows.
Yeah, your elbows should be up just
there
enough
you
so
go.
there's a little space.
Well, now there
is
we
that better?
go. Yeah, that is better. There we go.
That feels better, huh?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
That makes a
little
lot of
space
difference.
in your
That's
armpits.
much better.
Okay. Now, keeping your that little space in your armpits so your elbows are just comfortably. Now, just do white strings and do anything you want to.
So which is my angle on my wrist? What is workable? Up, more up, or more down?
Actually, the palm of your hand, pretend it has an eyeball in it, and it's looking down at the string rib. This is called the string rib.
Okay.
So that's about the right angle. Let your thumb be up a little bit so it gets out of the way. This one's correct. Okay.
And I still want to pull down though.
Yeah. You're doing great. Yeah, that's great.
Keep my elbows up.
Yeah.
And I still want to pull down though.
Yeah. You're doing great. Yeah, that's great.
Keep my elbows up.
Yeah. And put a little more pressure on the string. That sounds
keep
good.
Pulling it down that way.
That sounds
so
good.
Much to remember in the beginning, isn't
Yep.
there?
But listen to the tone, it's getting good. Cool. Now put a little bit more pressure on it. Sort of press into the string before you pluck it. And get a little bit more volume. Wow, that sounds great. Cool. Now just pluck different strings. I'm going to give a little space in your armpits.
Space, right.
Now press the string a little bit. Press it.
And your eye has to get on a certain string at a certain time until you really know the feel between the distance of strings. It's very neat,
It's
though.
fun, isn't it?
It is fun. There's a lot to work with here.
Okay, so the next one, again, let your elbows be up just a little bit, and the palm of your hand is sort of like an eyeball that comes down to the string rib. And put your thumbs up just to get them out of the way. And now you're going to pluck a partner string. So you've got the two C's, they're buddies. And pluck them first in unison, and then you're going to pluck them echoed. Try that. Great. And now do the blues that way. And then good, and just let it ring, and then go back to it. Beautiful. And now just pick anything you want to on there and let it echo.
Has to be the same on the same.
No, it
side?
doesn't have to.
Okay.
Pretty. Pretty.
Still, technique so important to get that
Let your
just
thumbs
right.
be up. Don't crunch them down. Yeah, there you go. And press the string a little bit. And let it ring after you play it. That's great.